wanna take advice from fools. I just figure everything is cool until I hear it from you.
The regular season is here. Tackle football. September the 1st, 2011, ESPN, their first game is UNLV and Wisconsin. Wisconsin is laying 35.5 points with a total of 56. And now here is your official betting preview from the top sports betting site in the world, offshoreinsiders.com. Kickoff is at 8 o'clock on Thursday night. Wisconsin certainly has some high expectations after winning a share of the Big Ten title and a berth in the Rose Bowl last year, averaging a school record 41.5 points, scoring 70 or more points 3 times. Wisconsin capped off an 11-2 straight-up season with a 21-19 loss to TCU in the Rose Bowl. As you'll remember, the amazing Cadillac Club had a phenomenal day that day on January 1st, not capping off, but as part of a huge college football season where a lot of squares got buried that day. Now, despite losing 6 starters on offense, including quarterback Scott Tolzien and 5 on defense, Badgers still have very high hopes this year. NC State transfer Russell Wilson will make his debut at quarterback. Wilson passed for 3,563 yards and 28 touchdowns in 2010 over in the ACC. They also returned 2 running backs who rushed for over 900 yards, and James White, who also scored 14 touchdowns while rushing for 1,052 yards. Monte Bell, just 4 yards short of being a 1,000-yard rusher. He found the land of milk and honey 18 times. UNLV, conversely, coming off a 2-11 straight-up season, and that was in Bobby Hauck's first year as coach. Rebels, quite the opposite. They averaged just 18.4 points, which was 11th fewest in the nation. They amassed the 3rd fewest yards per game at 274.2. They weren't much better defensively, giving up the 5th most points in FBS at 39.7 and the 5th most rushing yards. Oh boy, they have been terrible on the road. The Rebels have. They've been outscored 408-96 in dropping 9 consecutive games on the road. UNLV has actually dropped 37 out of 41 straight up on the road since the 2004 season, and just 3 victories in their last 26 against ranked opponents, but they are getting the big number, and that is actually still encouraging for UNLV as they've done well in the series. But let's take a look at some spread trends. All records are ATS, unless, of course, we'll talk about the over-unders in a moment. But here we are, the spread trends. Rebels are 13-27 in the month of September, 15-39 as a road underdog, 4-15 as a road underdog of 10.5 or more. Wisconsin, meanwhile, comes into this game having covered their last 7. We'll get to some over-under trends in a moment, but remember, who's hot? Who is the big plays for the Thursday action for every day? 362 days a year, usually take off during the baseball all-star break. But who's hot? Who is the big plays? The nation's top sports handicapping service is offshoreinsiders.com. Now let's take a look at some over-under trends. The Rebels have gone over 6 of 7 outside the conference. Meanwhile, Wisconsin has gone over 6 straight on field turf, but they've actually gone under 7-1 against the MWC. They've gone over 20-7 as a favorite, of course, to the MWC being the Mountain West Conference. Now, as we said, though, the Rebels have actually covered 4 straight in the series, so not going to win this game straight up, but don't necessarily bet against them. Who the experts have in this game? It's all at www.offshoreinsiders.com. For more news and notes, don't forget our sports news site, scorespoddspicks.com. That's, of course, one word, /news. The news site is at scorespoddspicks.com/news.